Hey, what's up? Welcome to DGenEd. That's degenerative education, meaning none of this is financial advice. Just me having fun looking at charts, like the chart behind me, which is of Big Lots, ticker symbol BIG. And so here I am recording this on the evening of Wednesday, June 12th, and Big Lots closed at a price of $2.38, being up about 5.3% on the day. And, looking like we did put in a pretty nice bounce here. And so I did want to go over the chart because I do think it has been putting in some bottoming signals. And I do think the price could be going notably higher in the week or weeks ahead. And so, the bottoming signals that I'm seeing here, actually, there are a number of them. And I think it's actually a really, really cool chart for kind of exploring these bottom signals. And so one of those is as we have been seeing price come down over these past few days, we did see a surge in volume on June 6th when we did get this gap down. Price did continue to go down after that. However, volume pulled back. And so when price is coming down while volume is also going down, that does suggest that there might be a reversal around the corner. And then so on Tuesday, we did put in a hammer candle at the base there. And with that wick coming down to a price of $2.19, closing higher, that does suggest that there may be a bottom that is being formed. And following that signal, we did get a bounce, like I said, of over 5% on the day. However, we did put in a pretty big wick to the upside, hitting a high of $2.59 on the day. So it is quite possible we do see another retest of the close from yesterday, which was at a price of $2.26, or maybe retesting the lows of $2.19. But, there is another thing that does stand out as potentially being a bottom signal. And in order to see that, we actually do have to take a step back here. And so looking at these lows that we formed in the stock price, we do see that we have formed a lower low over here. But if we do look at the RSI corresponding with those lows, we actually see that we put in a higher low and we have seen an uptick in that RSI, which does suggest that this could be a bottom. And with that being a higher low in the RSI and a lower low in the stock price, that does represent bullish divergence. So it does suggest we could be seeing the price turning around soon. We may have seen that today with this little green candle, this what is effectively a gravestone doji on the day with this big wick above and really gap up. So I do think with that being said, price might be pulling back, but if it does pull back, I do think it will be representing some nice dip buying opportunities because a lot of these signals are stacking up. The larger time frame signals are stacking up to suggest that the bottom could be in. And I also did want to go over these lines that I do have drawn up on the chart, and I did want to add another one that I do think could be suggesting we are right around a bottom. But before I do that, I did want to go over the ones that are on the chart already. One being the $2 level, this green line here. That just being a psychological level, it is quite possible that we do drop down to there. And I do have this trend line marked approximately from the lows over here that had touch points in October of 2023 as well as November. And so that would suggest that price could be going lower, but I don't really think that's going to happen because we have seen these bottoming signals, but some levels to the upside that we might be bumping into. I do have this downtrend here from these pivot lows that would coincide with bumping into right around this yellow line around $2.75. So that is quite the possibility. And then I have this other downtrend based on these two pivot points, and that does seem to coincide with some support that was over here before the breakdown. So I do think that if we get up to a price of right around $3 a share, somewhere around there, I do think there will be some resistance. But the thing that I wanted to throw up on the chart that I do think could be suggesting we are right around support is a Fibonacci extension. And so I'm going to draw that from the high hit up here at $8.41, coming down to the low that was hit on April 16th, which was at a price of $3.13. Taking that up to the high here, that was at a price of $5.63. All right, and so I've got that marked to the pivot high and low there, so all to the penny. And we can see that the 618 from that extension is right around current price, actually just below it, at a price of $2.36.7. And, we did close above that today. It does look like we got a couple fake out breaks below it, so I would look for price to be holding that level. Maybe we do get a dip below it tomorrow to fill the gap that was formed, and so that would be coming down to the close from Tuesday, which was at a price of $2.26. So if we get a wick down to that level, I do think that we could be bouncing from it, and I do think price could be heading higher, like to 275, potentially at $3 a share. If it does bump into resistance there, that might be a bull flag that gets formed before a breakout and a move higher, like to right around $4 a share. But, those are just my thoughts. If you found them helpful, make sure you like the video, share your thoughts in the comments down below, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thanks a lot for watching.